This video was researched, written, and produced by me. Portions of the narration were generated using AI voice technology. No synthetic recreation, voice clone, or likeness of any real person discussed in this video was used at any point. Everything in this series is based on publicly available live stream content, documented and timestamped by the creator. Statements characterized as claims, accusations, or patterns reflect this creator's analysis and opinion of publicly available material, and viewers are encouraged to review the original source material themselves. This video is a work of commentary and criticism, protected under Fair Use 17 U.S.C. Section 107.
Since February, Nonsense on the Web has told her audience that I created the Blob photo. Not was involved, not knew the people who made it, created it. The manipulated image used in connection with Sebastian Rogers' case, made by me, according to her. It isn't true. And the proof that it isn't had already been public for a year before she ever said it. So today, we're checking the receipts she never did. Segment 1. The claim and who's making it. This isn't a vague rumor with no source. Becky has said this on multiple streams since February. As recently as this year, she called me just a blubbering idiot creating blob photos, like it was already settled fact. Here's what makes that interesting. The proof that it isn't true was already sitting in public view. On Queen Bee's own livestream, posted a full year before Becky ever made the claim. Not buried, not hard to find, just never checked. Segment 2. What the receipts actually show. Queen Bee's stream lays out in detail who touched that photo and how. I gave Grace a set of screenshots I'd taken directly off Justin's public live stream. Nothing edited, nothing altered. Just what was already visible on someone else's stream. What Grace did with those screenshots after that is her own account, in her own words, on Queen Bee's stream.
But what did you do exactly? I guess that's the other thing I'm kind of curious about.
Well, I was sent the images, and I took one of them and I lightened it and I labeled it myself, and that's what I did with mine, and she did.
From there it moved to Trisha, who goes by Lady Freedom, Raw Narrative, and then to a third party, Little Red, who did further edits. Later in the same stream, Grace circled back and confirmed the full scope of her own involvement.
As clear as possible that this is, a fake image that you guys distorted or whatever, played with, however you want to put it. And,
all I did was I lightened one image and I put the stuff in the words in red, no names. I realized it was wrong what I did.
All I did was take the screenshot. I did nothing to it.
I just lightened one image and I put the words in red, and that's it. That's all I did. And that was wrong, but I'm just saying that was my part.
The screenshots came from me, unedited, straight off a public live stream. The lightening, the labeling, the manipulation, that was Grace. Segment 3, where I actually come in. So where does Crama Reels is Grace come from? Somewhere in the chaos, my name got thrown into the mix, lumped in with Grace, at one point even mistaken for a different creator entirely. And on that same panel, live, it got corrected in real time. Not a statement I prepared after the fact, defending myself. This is me, on the stream, as it happened.
I'm not Gracie. This is Minnie.
2 words. The entire same person claim. Undone by the person it was supposedly about. A full year before Becky ever made the accusation. I wasn't part of the edit chain. I wasn't in the group that made that photo. My involvement in this story starts and ends with being talked about, not with touching that image. Segment 4. The part that actually matters. This isn't really about one photo.
It's about what happens when a claim gets repeated long enough that repetition starts standing in for proof. Becky didn't need new evidence to start saying this. She just needed to not go look first. The source material that disproves it was never hidden. It's a public live stream, dated, time-stamped, a full year old before the claim was ever made. Receipts don't argue. They just sit there, sometimes for a year, waiting on someone to actually check before they open their mouth, not after. Closing. If you heard Becky say, "I made that photo," you now know that claim was disprovable before she ever said it, straight from the person whose stream it happened on. Back then, I wasn't Crama Reels. I was just Minnie, watching all of this happen from the sidelines. This channel didn't exist yet. It exists now because of everything that came after. I'm Crama Reels. I'll see y'all in the next one.